Hello ladies and gentlemen in the YouTube world. So now we've got the materials, I can conclude my other video where I had to end it because the customer got me the wrong product. So we have the varnish now. I'm actually in the process of sanding, so I'll take you through the process of this varnishing and sanding and everything else. So this area here is the galley. I know I'm on a boat, but I did say before, a lot of work we do on boats is also the same, pretty much the same as what we do inside a van. So for you out there that are wanting to make your bare wood look nice and decorative and durable, this video might be for you. All right, so what I'm at the stage I'm at now is using my detailed sander, only El Cheapo from B&Q, and I've had this years. It works very well. So this is all sanded using the detailed sander. Doors are off, and you can see I'm up to this point here. I've got to sand this area here. All this is sanded, and then once we're ready, I can start applying the varnish, and I'll show you how to do that. Couple of tips when you're sanding and getting ready for varnishing: always tape off so you don't end up with unnecessary scratches and stuff on parts that you're not going to be doing. And when you get a multi-layered surface, you have to do them separately, because if you're varnishing and your excess goes over, then you'll have to do your brush strokes this way, and you'll leave indentations in the wet varnish on the other side. So what I will actually do when I get to this, I will take that bit off first, do the whole area, let it dry, take the tape off, reverse the tape, and do it that way. I'll show you as I go along. So this is the product the customer has got me. As you can see, we're looking very much like a building site at the moment. That's how it is when you're working. Right, so this is the product in question. It's a yacht varnish made by Ronseal, and it's a satin finish. So this is what we're going to be doing very soon. So let me just finish off this sanding, and then I'll get round to you and show you on this sample piece here, methods of application using sponge rollers, the correct brushes, and just white spirit. Okay, I'll get back to you. So righty then, folks. So for the bit of varnishing I'm going to be doing, all my sanding is now done, thankfully. It is long and arduous, but it has to be done. So what I'm going to be going on with first is I'm going to do my edges first, and then let them cure, and then do the big panels. So how you do this is, as you can see, I've taped off. Everything's been cleaned with white spirit and taped off. So I'll do these edge bits first, like the handles, the edges up here, and let that cure, and then pull the tape off before it fully dries, and then I'm ready to start doing the big panels. Now with this stuff, I've never actually used the satin of this stuff before, but it's the same principle with anything you're using. It does say on the tin that white spirit cleans the brush, so that tells me white spirit is a thinner. So what I'm going to be doing, see, the trick with this type of stuff is you've got to have everything ready first before you start. So I'm going to clean the end of this off and use it as a stirrer, and open this tin and give it a good stir and start applying. So just bear with me a second. And whenever you're stirring anything like this, stir from the bottom, bring up the chemicals and stir for at least 2 minutes at least. Get all those chemicals mixed in and fused in together, because obviously there are chemicals in this to help it go hard, and if you don't mix them in properly with your varnish, then your varnish won't cure and you'll end up with a sticky mess. All this effort with varnishing, I love varnish. It brings out the natural grain in wood and makes it look beautiful. You know, why people paint over the top of beautiful wood, I do not know, when actually you can apply these types of solutions and it enhances the grain and the beauty of the wood. So as you can see, it's quite thin as well. This might flow okay. I might not have to use any, because sometimes when I'm applying paints and varnishes and lacquers or whatever, sometimes I will put some white spirit on the end of my brush as I apply it, and what that happens is then it helps the chemical flow and you don't get brush strokes. Right, okay, I'll get back to you in a minute. You don't want to see me for 2 minutes doing this. I'm just demonstrating. So I'm now going to start applying the varnish. See, this is ideal for camper van builds. I've made this also good for, as I've worked on yachts all over the world, and this is also for people who want to earn a living while they're traveling. You can earn some very good money doing this on the yachts. So that's going on beautiful. I have wiped all the dust off first as well. Let's look at that's going on beautifully. Beautiful. I've got this very same varnish in my own van actually, but I've gone for a high gloss purely for aesthetic reasons. And whenever you're varnishing, you always backstroke wet on wet, wet on wet. Yeah, that's going on beautiful. Would be nice if I could get away with just doing one coat, but I don't think we'll be that lucky. Right then. And this is a satin finish. Right then guys, I'll get back to you. So as you can see, the first coat is on. And it brings up that wood beautifully. Look at that. Absolute transformation. I'll put the same for this handled area. So you do all your fiddly bits first. Let that cure. Take your tape off before everything dries properly. As you can see, let that cure off. And then get on with the main panels. Now I've got a load of doors and stuff outside as well that I've got to do. So I'll take you outside as well. I won't be talking much because I feel conscious about talking on a camera in front of people outside. So I'll just film and then you can see what I'm doing. Well, as it turned out, I got caught out in the rain. It's not a problem though. The thing is, I got a couple of doors done, and then the weather forecast for today was no rain, and we've just had a little bit of a shower, but that's not the end of the world. The thing to do is leave the water on it, don't play with it, let it dry, and then if there is any absorption of the moisture into the drying varnish, usually it'll go like a white. How you get on that was with a hairdryer over the top, and that it just comes out and it's like it was never there. So I've got a couple of panels now. That's the table, and here we have some freshly done doors. Not too bad. This is the ones all sanded and ready to go. I managed to save them, so that's what they look like before. I'll let it all dry off now, and this is what they look like afterwards. Looking quite nice, and that table's going to look nice. And then when we're done there, I've got these panels to do. That panel, and this table. I've got to somehow, got all the mechanics underneath this, somehow figure out how to detach that from there, because I want to do it outside, you know, for the sake of dust and stuff. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with, really. This is the look that we're going for. Look at that, they look brand new compared to those ugly ones over there which have been sanded. There you go, folks. Well, that's just a little video for you. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment and help me get this channel off the ground, as I do say in quite a lot of other videos. I'll show you the location where I'm actually working. It's not too bad, but look at this. This is where we are. Nice location, surrounded by nice boats. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed this and hope it's helpful for you. See you later. Oh, one thing I must enforce and say is, whenever you use these products, it's really important you have the area you're working well ventilated. Have all your doors, all your windows open. For one, obviously drying chemical fumes, they can be like somewhat toxic to your health. And also, it's good to do your sanding one day with all your windows open, and then the through draft carries all the dust outside. Well, not all of it, but quite a lot of it. And also leave it for a day, so all the dust in that environment settles, and then the following day apply whatever you're applying to. I just wanted to add that a little bit as well. It's kind of important. A well ventilated area, and obviously let the dust settle. All right then, guys and gals, thanks for watching.